Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases 10th installment of financial benefit under Pradhan Mantri Kisan scheme. Gambegre MLA Shillong Sangma calls for more restrictions and tightened COVID-19 protocols in 2022 if situation deteriorates. Nation witnesses sharp rise of COVID cases on the first day of New Year. Meghalaya records 12 new cases. And along with the nation, Meghalaya welcomes New Year with bonfire, midnight plunge into pool of ice-cold water. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released the 10th installment of financial benefit under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme on Saturday. Under the scheme, an amount of over Rs 20,000 crore was transferred to more than 10 crore beneficiary farmer families across the country. Modi released the amount to beneficiaries at an event held through video conference. Addressing the nation after the event, Modi called upon farmers to adopt natural farming, saying there was a lot of demand for such agricultural products in international market. He also asserted India will fight the COVID-19 pandemic with full caution and vigilance and protect its national interest.
आज की राशि को मिला दें तो किसान सम्मान निधि के तहत किसानों के खाते में 1,80,000 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा ट्रांसफर हो चुके हैं। आज उनके छोटे छोटे खर्चों के लिए ये किसान सम्मान निधि बहुत काम आ रही है।
Raising concern over the rapidly spreading Omicron variant of COVID-19, NCP chief and Gambegre MLA Shillong Sangma has suggested more restrictions and tightened COVID-19 protocols in 2022. Talking to reporters, Sangma said that the state government would need to act anytime soon after seeing what had happened last year during the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to him, the government will take a call if there is a need to put restrictions on the entry of tourists from outside in case of spike of Omicron cases.
Look at the flow of tourists to Meghalaya. Every hotel is booked. It's like overloaded now. So they are searching for new, housing areas where they will get at least for a night or day to stay. When you look at the the rising of Omicron variant, I think government might have to step in actually, at least to stop our people getting from the disease also. So at least it's a good move on the part of the Assam government also to carry on with the night blockade. I think we have to start after some time. Otherwise, when you look at the healthcare facilities in the state, it's very, very weak.
India, meanwhile, witnessed a sharp spike in its daily COVID-19 infections on Saturday with 22,775 new cases reported from across the country on the first day of the new year. Meanwhile, the number of cases pertaining to the Omicron variant also increased and was recorded at 1,431 according to the ministry. On the vaccination front, more than 1.45 billion doses have been administered so far. On the other hand, Meghalaya reported 12 COVID cases in the last 24 hours against 6 recoveries. This is that time of the year when Shillong city is all lit and decorated for celebrations, be it Christmas or be it New Year. Last year saw muted celebrations due to COVID pandemic, but this year it was different. We saw celebrations with all the COVID safety protocols followed. Here is a report.
People from all across the country come to visit Shillong at this time to celebrate with their family and friends. Speaking to DD News, Dipankar Depp from Silchar, Assam, said that this year he along with the family have come to Shillong to celebrate the New Year. He requested all the citizens to maintain and follow the SOPs that the health department has imposed to follow.
After 2 years, we come to Shillong because of COVID-19 problems. We all know. Please maintain your protocol and maintain distance, wear masks,
think it's just the way you celebrate has changed. So like we're not having a party and all, but we are just celebrating with the family members. But I think celebration is something which just depends on yourself. It's just that we should avoid crowded parties and all this New Year. That's all.
Iba Karbuli, a resident of Shillong, said this New Year's is the year of hope. We are not being able to celebrate the New Year like before, but we thank God for the blessings that He showered upon us. She wishes all to be in good health.
New Year, New Year of hope. What are the face problems? New Year like lunch, but me in rainy, I know, but you driving in a car, but me, good health. But we wish to New Year, New Year, but it will be a family affair for us, just with family. Pray for New Year, men, Yabaro, good health, but in the pandemic and long.
Meanwhile, in the town of Jowai, West Jaintia Hills, the members of the localities called Dong or Shillong come together in a community hall, light a bonfire and exchange greetings. On the first day of New Year, people help in the preparation for the mega community feast called Bambo Kutsnem and enjoy Jaintia cuisine in the evening. After suffering loss in the second wave of COVID-19 in 2021, people hope 2022 will bring some respite and normalcy in life. Therefore, Prime Minister has time and again pressed upon the importance of following COVID-appropriate behavior. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
At midnight on December 31st last year, a group of 12 people in Shillong didn't just take the proverbial plunge but literally jumped into a pool of ice-cold water, adhering to a homegrown tradition that originated several years ago. In 1997, Shillong's Forever Young Club, a group of fitness enthusiasts, organized a New Year ritual that would evolve to become an annual ritual in years to come. Michael NCM, a member of the organizing body, called it a simple ritual, but it is definitely one that requires a lot of bravado. 12 people from various age groups participated in the challenge. The swimmers spent more than 10 minutes, some even longer, in the water as the audience around the pool cheered them and wished Happy New Year. The oldest participant, William Amarbanyang, is 67 years old and the youngest one, Samir Chaudhary, is 19 years. All participants have a double vaccination.
To start the new year from the very second of the new year, with a challenging program, with a prayer to God to give us the strength, to face the challenging issues that we take up. Because this.
In Jammu and Kashmir, at least 12 people were killed and about 13 injured in a stampede at Mata Vaishno Devi Bhawan near Katra this morning. Rescue operations are underway. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said that the injured have been admitted to Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Narayana Hospital for treatment. President Ram Nath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed sadness over the tragic incident at Mata Vaishno Devi Bhawan. And now the weather report. The maximum temperature was 15.3 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 6.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 59% while that of the evening was 70%. Forecast weather is most likely to remain dry. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. Before I wind up, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases 10th installment of financial benefit under Pradhan Mantri Kisan scheme. Gambegre MLA Saleng Sangma calls for more restrictions and tighten COVID-19 protocols in 2022 if situation deteriorates. Nation witnesses sharp rise of COVID cases on the first day of New Year. Meghalaya records 12 new cases. And along with the nation, Meghalaya welcomes New Year with bonfire, midnight plunge into pool of ice-cold water. That's all for today. Until we meet again tomorrow, have a good night.
डेजर्ट आ गया पर हमारी चैंपियन नहीं आई अब तक।
बिल भरने के पहले तो आएगी ना।
सो गर्ल्स क्या हो रहा है? बिल हो रहा है। चल अपना कार्ड दे। पिन दे।
RBI कहता है अपना पिन, OTP, CVV या इंटरनेट बैंकिंग पासवर्ड किसी को ना दे। ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग सिर्फ अपने ही कंप्यूटर, मोबाइल और